Welcome to our first ever chapter PowerPoint notes online. If you have any questions, make sure you bring this up in class so we can talk about it. But this first chapter should be pretty simple, a few questions here and there. So chapter 1 talks about moles and equations. Big review chapter from pre-ACE Chem. This first two sections pretty easy. First one is Introduction to Chemistry. You can see from this diagram there's lots of ways chemistry is related, and from pharmaceutical to medicine, which is basic simple, but you have law and businesses that deal with chemistry as well. Lab setting, you have distillation, which helps us get fuel from crude oil. Other things like the environment, we have rock formation, calcium carbonate, magnesium sulfate. The air cycle is very common and very important to us as living human beings. Pollution, you have natural and human pollution. And just photosynthesis of the plants around us helps us with our life. You can see you have natural resources. Building plastics helps us, lighter and safer. And then drugs is a very big important of chemistry because it keeps us healthy and live us longer and do things that we weren't supposed to do 100 years ago. 1.2 Masses of atoms and molecules. Basic section that talks about an atom and a molecule and their masses. The masses are broke up into 4 different things, all relatively the same. One deals with atomic mass, isotopic mass, a molecular mass, and a formula mass, all based on carbon-12. What you really need, though, to determine the mass is our handy-dandy periodic table, which has the masses of every element on it, their average mass. So we talk about an average mass. It's their natural isotopes averaged together, and it's based on the carbon-12 system. So lithium, you can see it's decimal because their averages are in the mass, 6.941. Titanium is just under 48, and cobalt is almost 59. So they're isotopes of each element. Hydrogen has 3, 1 proton for hydrogen. You can see the red is common in all 3, and the number of neutrons change from 0 to 1 to 2. So tritium, meaning 3, has 1 proton and 2 neutrons, giving you the mass of 3. Helium, you see, has 2 protons. Helium-3 has 1 neutron. Helium-4 has 2 neutrons. And then you can see the same thing with lithium. Lithium-6 has 3 neutrons. Lithium-7 has 4 neutrons. The protons stay the same at 3. How do you write the isotope of an element, or really just any element? You have the mass number in the top left. That's the protons and neutrons, which is also called the nucleon number. The element on the symbol, and then the atomic number, which is the number of protons, is in the bottom left. The molecular mass, which sometimes is used very vaguely for everything, but sometimes using molar mass. But molecular mass deals with a molecule of a compound. So anything that deals with covalent molecules, covalent bonding like methane, CH4, or water, dihydrogen monoxide. And then the formula mass deals with ionic compounds. Formula units has also been used. There are salts. Salt is a cation, anion. Magnesium hydroxide, base, sodium chloride, NaCl. Na is the cation, and chlorine is the anion. Quick review a little bit. You have the molecular mass, molecule on the left, water, ethane, nitrogen. Remember, nitrogen is diatomic. And ionic compounds on the right, sodium chloride, NaOH, and magnesium sulfate. So, for your homework assignment, you have to find the molar mass of each of these compounds. So you have 6 molar masses to find: water, ethane, nitrogen, sodium chloride, sodium hydroxide, and magnesium sulfate.